Many platform games have the ability for the player to grab onto the sides of walls to slow down their descent. We will add this to the player script. So the first part of the wall slide that will get working will be the slowing the Y velocity. And we'll do that in our movement function here. And then the second part will be playing the correct animations, which we'll do in our animations function here. Okay, so first the movement slowing for the wall slide. The way that our wall slide will work is we will detect if you're holding the left or the right key and if you're touching a wall on the left side or the right side. That'll make you grip onto the wall and slow down while you're sliding down. So in here, in our movement function, if the left key is pressed, we want to also ask if you're touching something on the left side. So we'll go to control flow, we'll grab an if do block, and we'll put it underneath our velocity x block. And we want to ask if touching on left side. So from physics, we want under collisions, touching on any side, and make that touching on left side. If we are touching on the left side, we want to be moving down quite slowly. So we'll set our velocity y. So let's go to physics and grab set velocity x, put it inside there, change that to y. If we're touching on the left side, set velocity y to, let's try 85, a pretty slow moving down speed. Okay, and then we're going to do the same, but down in here when we're pressing the right key. So we'll duplicate that if block, put it inside if right arrow pressed. And if we're touching on the right side, we'll also set our velocity y to 85. Okay, let's play that and test that out. And if I go and hold the key, so if I hold that key while I'm touching something on the right or on the left, then it makes me slowly slide down the wall. Okay, next up, animate that wall slide. So now we want to go to our play correct animations function and find where the appropriate place to do our wall slide would be. Well, it needs to be in our when alive section, so this whole bit here. And let's drag out all of these jump, fall, idle, run section here. And we are going to replace it with, and we're going to add in an if else block into there to wrap around this. So we'll go to control flow and grab if do. Pop that in there underneath our scale X blocks and change this if block to an if else. Okay, and this if part is going to check if we're touching on the left side or the right side and if our velocity y is greater than 80. So that means if we're touching something on the side and if we're falling and we're not falling really slowly. So we need an OR block first from operators. Grab the AND block, change it to OR, and we'll make this touching on left side or touching on right side. So from physics, we want touching on any side, touching on left side, or touching on right side. And then we want to make sure we are, and then we want an AND block from operators as well. So if either of those is true and we're falling faster than 80 velocity. So we want velocity y greater than 80. So we can duplicate one of these less than blocks down here. Velocity y greater than 80. Okay, and then we can connect that to the if block. And if this is true, then we will play our wall slide animation. So we can duplicate one of our play animation blocks and change that to wall slide. Wall slide. But if we're not touching on the left or right side and our velocity y is not greater than 80, we'll just go and do our regular other animations that we had in there already. So when it goes to play the correct animations, it's checking all of these things and figuring out exactly what animation to play. Let's test that out now. And that works pretty nicely.